this. Okay, perfect. So now we're recording. So we're so excited to have you guys on the team. Usually our Zooms last about an hour. Like I said, though, I'm having some issues tonight. So 40 minutes tonight. We'll keep it nice and short and sweet for you guys. So a couple of things, you guys. Number one, please do not forget that Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern is our newbie Zoom. So if you are brand new and you have not gotten on that, go ahead and hop on that this upcoming Tuesday. If you guys have already done it, no need to get back on. It's literally the same training every single week. But if you guys have enrolled somebody new, make sure that they know about it and that they get on it, because it's super, super helpful, you guys. I go over host to post and what host to post is. I actually walk them through physically how to do host to post. We go over acronyms, LC, DT, PLC, BV, GV, all that good stuff. HAP, HAP. We talk about, some of the obstacles they might come up against, why they want to stay with the business for longer than 2 days, because we know that sometimes that happens. You get discouraged after 2 days and you're like, I don't know if this is for me. So it's really a great training for them to get on. So make sure you're getting your newbies on that. And then this upcoming Tuesday, I will be doing it. The following Tuesday, Jen is going to run it for me because I will be in Disney World. So Jen's going to run the following Tuesday for me. Next Thursday, I may or may not be doing the Zoom. We will still have Zoom. So that doesn't mean don't get on. I'm supposed to get to Florida at 7. So I should have 2 hours to get to the hotel and get set up to do the Zoom for you guys. But we all know that sometimes planes can be late, or I don't know, situational. So I have someone on standby in case I'm not able to do it. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up on those. So, all right, you guys. So tonight, I really wanted to talk to you guys tonight about sometimes in our business, we can hear no a lot. Let's be honest. It's every day we get told no, right? And sometimes for some of you guys, that can be extremely discouraging. And so I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about how we handle being told no, how we handle some of that discouragement. And it might not be that it's no, maybe someone's left you on red. Maybe you're sending messages. Maybe you're scared to send messages. Maybe you're scared to put a post up. Maybe you're scared to do the follow-up. I don't know. Everybody's different. I know everything is situational and everybody's different, but I know that every single one of you on here struggles with something in this business, whether it's being told no, whether it's sending messages, putting up a post, doing your stories. Maybe, we encourage you guys to do a video in your stories, talking. Maybe you guys are uncomfortable doing that. Maybe it's adding new people to social media that makes you uncomfortable. So I really want to talk about getting out of that comfort zone. This all came to me today. I'm watching Ashton, and for those of you guys who knew, Ashton is my daughter. She's almost 2, and she is a wild child. She is the sweetest little thing, but she is. Anybody who knows me for more than a day knows that my daughter is she has a mind of her own. She's going to do whatever the heck she wants. It doesn't matter what I tell her. It doesn't matter what safety precautions I put in place. That girl's going to find a way around it. And I was watching her today and I'm like, holy freaking moly. If only every single one of us took her attitude into this business, we would all be stinking ambassador in less than a year. I'm just saying, yes, they really will. Michelle, her, Noah, and don't forget Luca. The 3 of them are just going to they're going to own everything. And Zaza, because I know Zaza gives poor Jen a hard time. A bunch of us have kids all around the same age. And they're all just so stubborn and strong headed. But if you guys really think about it, if we took her attitude into this business, you would literally be unstoppable. I watch her, you guys, and she knows that she's not supposed to have the marshmallows, and I've got them up on a top cabinet. And she freaking today goes in and opens the cupboards up, climbed the shelves so that she could get her marshmallows. And you should have seen how proud she was of herself when she got down, because I was paying bills. I wasn't paying attention. And all of a sudden I'm looking at her climbing down with this bag, clinging onto this bag of marshmallows. And she gets down and she looks at me and she's just like, yeah, that's right. I did that. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to take it away from her, because she just worked so stinking hard for that. Let her have a few marshmallows. She earned that. And you guys know, every day, you guys who are with me know, like every day she's doing something where she's getting into something that I have told her no to, that I have put like blocks in the way to keep her from getting to it. And she still finds a way around it. It doesn't matter if I tell her no. It doesn't matter if I put obstacles in her way. It doesn't matter if I like move something and shift it and put it in a new spot. She finds a way to get to it. The only thing that she has not gotten to yet, anybody who's been on the team for more than 2 months knows, she started a habit of getting into the cupboard, getting the bag of sugar out, and I would find her eating out of the bag of sugar. That one I have still kept hidden. She has not figured out where that one is. But outside of that, you guys, it doesn't matter what it is that she wants. She finds a way. She taught herself how to use the dang remote now. She knows how to turn on Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and rewind it back to get it to the song that she likes so that she can replay it over and over and over. I can tell you hot dog, every single lyric in hot dog, because she will replay it over and over. And I just thought, my gosh, if we just took that attitude to our business, you can't tell me that that wasn't scary for her to scale up that cupboard, right? Like she climbed higher than she is tall. Like for us, it's not a big deal because it's like, well, yeah, I'm looking like eye level at that cabinet. Oh, toodles, that's right. Like I'm looking eye level at the marshmallows, but that was a good like 2.5 times bigger than her. Okay, 2 times bigger than her, right? Like she climbed 2 times her height. That had to be scary. So there are things that you have in this business that are scary, but are you going to say, you know what, that's scary, I'm not going to do it? Or are you just going to go because even though it's scary, you know what that end goal is, that thing is that you're going for, that bag of marshmallows that you want to reach, you know what that is. And so even though it's scary, you're still going to do the hard things because you want that bag of marshmallows. Even though I've told her no a million times about eating bags of marshmallows, she is still, I love that Michelle got you out of your comfort zone. I love that. Yes, you have to get out of your comfort zone. And even though I told her no to that bag of marshmallows, she still goes after it. So even if somebody tells you, no, I don't want to join your team. No, I don't want to buy your products. No, I don't want to put a post up for you. No, I don't want to try your sample. Like whatever it is, whatever they're saying no to, why on earth are you as an adult who can logically think, who can put together thoughts, who can say words, can I mean, come on, we are much better off than our kids, right? Like I feel so bad for her. She can't even, if she's upset about something, she can't even tell me. Right? Because she's got just a handful of words. She can't even express to me. Like that has got to be so frustrating. So if she, a child, a little toddler who can't even really form sentences, can be told no and still keep going, why on earth do we let a no debilitate us? Why do we hear no and we say, never mind, I'm done sending messages for today? Or, oh my gosh, that was so upsetting, I'm just done. I tell her no. Guess what she does, you guys? She throws her 5-minute fit that I give all of you permission. I tell you, if you're upset about something, you have 5 minutes. Throw a fit about it for 5 minutes. Cry, yell, scream, be mad, whatever you need to do it. But then you get over it and you keep going. And that is exactly what I watched my daughter do. And I've never taught her that. That's just what she does. She takes 5 minutes, and hopefully it's not 5 minutes. I really pray it's like 30 seconds to throw a fit when I tell her no. You know, she throws a little fit when I tell her no. And then she's right back to trying to accomplish whatever it was that I told her no to in the first place. And she will go do scary things like climbing up on top of the high countertop, or she was hanging off the edge of the counter yesterday because she slipped and the chair slipped out from under her. And so she's like gripping onto that peninsula counter, like, but she still, guess what? She was, if you guys were on live this morning, you saw she got right back up on that stinking counter and went over and got into the cupboard that she was trying to get into and look at all the coffee mugs. So why, if our children, or if you don't have kids, you can still relate to this, you guys, if kids can be that fearless and be told no and keep going, why do we as adults allow ourselves to be held back? So if you're scared to send messages, I want to encourage you, get past that fear, because that's probably that one thing that's holding you back from hitting that next level. If you're scared to do host a post because you're afraid to add new people to your network, and I'm not talking about anybody specifics. I know some of you guys are probably sitting there going, ooh, she's talking about me. Okay. I'm just talking about all kinds of different situations that I have people come to me and talk to me about. or that I've seen other people struggle with. If you're scared to do host to post because you're scared to add new people to your friends list because you might wind up with some whack job. Okay, guys, listen, I'm just gonna be honest. You're gonna get some kind of whack job, but there's this really cool feature that Facebook has, and it's called a block button. And when you block them, when you hit that button, they literally disappear from your universe, like forever. Like, it's so cool. I blocked somebody on Instagram today, not because they were mean. She's with another company, and I just don't do that because I've seen too many times people like try and get into your network because they see that like you're doing well. So I blocked her, and it even gave me the option to just block that account or to block her and any future account that she creates. So she will never be able to find me on Instagram ever again. It must be a new feature. I see your face, Michelle, but I think it's a new feature because I've never seen it do that before. But I was like, well, that's stinking cool. Like, I can like get rid of somebody forever. So if you get a weirdo, just block them, you guys. If you get somebody who's rude and who's mean to you, block them. Okay. We don't like my daughter. There's times when, yeah, you know what, guys, I'm human. Okay. I'm human. I have a short temper. I love being a good mom, but I am not a good mom every time. And there are times when I snap at her or my son. Okay. I have a 14-year-old son also. Like, if you guys are new here, pray for me. I have a teenager and a toddler. Okay. Like, we got all kinds of emotions going on in this household. Okay. Like, if I can do this, you guys can do this. But you know, I lose my temper with my son sometimes and I'll snap at him. Does that mean that he stops asking for whatever it is that he wanted? No, he keeps asking. He doesn't let me being frustrated or rude stop him from accomplishing whatever it is that he's trying to accomplish. So why do we let somebody being rude to us like stop us in our tracks and hold us back? I've gotten to the point, you guys, I used to try and like, okay, because I'm a fireball, I used to try and like argue back. Like, I'd say a smart comment back to them, like if they were rude, you know, like, oh, this is a pyramid scheme. I'd be like, well, actually, your corporate America job is a pyramid scheme because you will never be the CEO of the position you're at. You will never own the company that you're working for. You will never be the supervisor or the district manager, or like, I would be a little smarty pants back. Now I'm like, I don't even have the time or energy to put into that. I'm just blocking you. Go ahead. You want to think it's a pyramid scheme? Go right ahead. Be my guest. Because if this is a pyramid scheme, I'm not really sure how I'm making money. If this is a scam, I'm not really sure how I've been paying my bills for the last 3 years. Like, if this is a scam, then you better tell me how I'm taking my family to Disney World for a week next week, because I don't know. I'm getting like this free fake money then that everybody needs a part of, right? Like, it's just not even worth having that conversation. So use the block button, you guys. Send the messages, do the host to post, add the people. You'll get some weirdos, but again, you just got the block button, okay? And honestly, guys, this is the whole thing. It's your business. Like, you are the CEO of your business. You get to choose who you work with and who you don't work with. Guess what? I don't add men. If someone does a giveaway post for me and a man comments on it, I never reply to the comment and say, add me as a friend and message me the word giveaway. And I don't have anything against men, you guys. I love my husband. I love my son. I have nothing against men. But men sometimes can bring a lot of drama. Men are like 90% of the creepy messages you're going to get are men. Okay. So I don't even want to go there. So I don't add men. And if they send me a message that says giveaway, I ignore it. Okay. It's like, if they see that I was replying to other people saying, hey, add me as a friend and send me a message that says giveaway, I just ignore it. And I don't know, I might be missing out on someone good, but to me, like, the majority of this business is women. So I personally, for myself, want to keep my network with women. I'm not saying there's anything wrong if you guys add men. I know Michelle just signed an amazing, awesome new guy who's just killing it and slaying it. So I am not saying there's anything wrong. We all know Joel Dunn is #1 income earner, right? Like, we know Stephanie's there with him, but they did it together. This was not just Stephanie getting them to #1 income earner. So men definitely can do this. But for me personally, and just how I want to handle my business, I don't add men. You might have a thing where and guys, I mean, there's some people, okay, spoiler alert, if you guys are new here, my husband's a cop. Okay. So if you want to hate on me, but like, I'll go preview some people's profiles sometimes before I add them, because if I see that they're posting anti-police stuff, I don't want you on my network because I deal with that enough in other avenues. I don't want you, like, I'm not going to have you do a post for me. So you guys can be selective about who you add to your network and who you allow, you guys, you can hit the decline button. If somebody sends you a friend request and you don't like what they're posting, like, cause I always go preview real quick. What do they post before I accept them? If you don't like what they're posting, then hit decline and move on. Like, don't let the fear of having new people hold you back, because guess what, you guys, I had somebody who was a newer person do a post for me, a giveaway post. Her post got 150 comments on it. Now, obviously not everybody added me as a friend, but even if half of them did, that was 75 new friends to my page that I got because one new person said that they would post for me. And if I had been scared and not wanted to add them, that post wouldn't have gotten those comments. And then those people came onto my page, they posted for me, but then they saw the other things that I was posting. They saw I was posting about gummies, about wraps, about Thermofite X, and they started commenting on that. And I brought in new customers because I wasn't scared to add people. I know Michelle signed a new DT from this method. And that person would have never joined our team if she had been too scared to add new people. If you're scared to send messages, guys, let me just ask you, okay, really, what are you scared of? Like, nobody has to answer that. I just want you guys to think to yourself, like, what am I afraid of for sending messages? What am I afraid of? I know I had a really hard time for the longest time sending messages. And when I say sending messages, let me be clear here. Okay. I'm not talking about sending someone a message and saying, hey, want to try my products? Hey, fatty, I got something to help you here. Like, I'm not saying those kinds of messages. I'm saying the messages of, hey girl, I don't know if you saw or not, but we're doing a giveaway this month for $13.50 cash. Do you want a free entry? I know some of you guys are scared to send those messages. Why are you scared to send that message? Ask yourself, like, what is scary about that? Is it the fact that you think they might ask you if it's a scam? Guys, I don't waste my time with those people. If it's somebody who's like, well, how do I know this isn't a scam? I just don't respond to their message. I unfriend them and I don't respond to their message because I do not have time to explain to people that this is a real giveaway and it's my own money that I'm putting into the giveaway. If you're going to have that kind of an attitude towards it right off the bat, you're going to have that same attitude with my products and thinking my products are a scam. You're going to have the same attitude with my business and thinking my business is a scam. So I don't need you on my friends list. I don't. And if you're scared to send messages to people, because I know that we have, some of you guys, I have you guys sending messages like mainly over on Instagram. Instagram's a lot nicer when you send this kind of message. But if you do it on Facebook, like, more power to you, my friend, like, do it. But, we send the message saying like, hey girl, oh gosh, what does it say? Something along the lines of, hey girl, I think you'd be really good at what I do. I figured it couldn't hurt to ask, can I send you some info? Okay. It's not that exact message, but that's the gist of the message. Some of you guys are really scared to send that. Do you know I've only once in like 2 years of sending that message had somebody be mean to me? Outside of that, a lot of people ignore it, which, guys, don't let that hurt your feelings. Okay. If somebody ignores it, don't let that hurt your feelings. I encourage you guys, if you guys are sitting here saying, yeah, I know I've been ghosted like 7 times this week, the heck are you looking at your messages for to see if somebody read your message? It doesn't matter if they read your message and didn't respond, because there are 7 billion people in this world. Someone else is going to want to post for you. Someone else is going to want information about the business. But if you're so tied up looking at who read my message and didn't respond, that was really rude, that's upsetting to me. You're putting your energy and your time in the wrong place. And that's why you're struggling to get posts up, or that's why you're struggling to get people who say, yeah, send me some info. So just, don't worry about it if they don't respond. And so if you send that message and they do respond and they say, no, I'm really happy with the job that I have right now, I don't need anything like that. Okay, cool. I'm glad that you like your job. Have a great day. Always leave that message good, because you guys know who's on here that has done that to me. Michelle, I think you told me no at first, didn't you? Michelle Rodriguez, or did you say yes right off the bat? No, Michelle Rodriguez told me no at first. I sent her that message on Instagram. She told me no at first. And then I'd have to go back and look at our messages. I think you came back and asked for info like a year later or something. I don't know. I feel like it was a long time, but that's why you leave the conversation nice. If when she said no, I was like, peace out, bye. And I blocked her, she wouldn't be on my team. Michelle went Ruby last month, you guys. Like, she's killing it. She's going to go Emerald and Diamond. Like, she's doing amazing. So don't end it bad. If somebody says no, they're not saying no to you. They're saying no to the business opportunity because maybe it's not the right time for them. Maybe they have like more on their plate than they can handle. Maybe they're like, I had somebody that I followed up with and she was like, "Hun, my grandma just died yesterday. Can we talk about this another time?" Like, she was nice enough to give me an explanation, but she didn't have to. She could have just sent me a message and said, "No, no, thank you." And so whenever somebody says no, thank you, I say, "No worries. Have a great day." Okay. Just leave it at that. You don't have to say anything more than that, because then it leaves the door open. If I have somebody who says, right now I'm just really busy and I don't have the time for it, I always say, "No worries. I get it. I was the same way. If you ever want more information or you ever change your mind, I'm always happy to give you the info," because you want them to know that that door is open. They say that everybody's life changes about every 6 months. You go through some kind of life change. It might not be a major life change, but if you guys think about it, I know when I start reflecting on it, I'm like, yeah, you know what? That's pretty spot on. Like, there's always something that's shifting or changing, and it might not be you directly, but like, I'm like, I think back, like I guess it's been a little longer than 6 months ago, but like a little longer than 6 months ago, my grandpa, his health started to slide. And so we were at the hospital a lot for him. And then we ended up putting him in, like a, what do they call it? Like a board and care. And so that was a major change in my life because my grandpa's always been super independent. He and I are really close. He walked me down the aisle at my wedding. Like, we're really close. So that was a major life change for me to have him go into that situation. So, it might not be something that's directly you, but there's something in your life that shifts or changes every 6 months. And everybody is that way. So somebody who says no right now, they might have something happen in 6 months. And I'll tell you, the biggest one that changes for a lot of people who end up coming to me is they have a baby and they don't want to go back to work. They think that they love their job, but then all of a sudden that little baby comes into their life and they're like, "Yeah, I don't love my job so much anymore. I love being home with this baby and I want to stay home." Okay. And that's not everybody, but that's a lot of people who do end up coming back. So leave it on a good note. So that way they feel comfortable coming to you and saying, "Hey, I know that I said no earlier, but now I'm really interested." Shoot, there was something else I was going to say. And I've been trying not, let me glance at the chat because I have not been looking at the chat, because I don't want to get distracted. Yep, Michelle, Mickey morning. I sing that like every morning to Ashton. Even if we miss that part, like I'm always singing that to her. Absolutely. You will not die from a text message. Okay. Like, I checked, I've done my research. I've asked around. I have not found one person that has died from sending a message through Instagram or Facebook. Okay. No, you're not going to die. I know that it can feel that way. I know it can be super stressful and it can be like, guys, listen, there's been people before that I've messaged and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sweating and I'm shaking and I don't want to send this, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it anyways." Like, you feel that way sometimes, but guess what? I didn't die from doing it. And I actually had some of them come back and tell me like, "Yeah, actually go ahead and send me info." So, you just never know. I know so many of you guys have like kids all over the place like I do. And it just creates like, you got emotions left and right in that household then. Yeah, Michelle, I guess that could be where my money came from. Okay. Yep. And I love that. Michelle said that she ignored some influencer applications in the last 2 months. She peeked the profiles and they were so negative. You can't spend that much time on a negative attitude. And it's so true. And guys, that's where I say, like, you have the power. You are the CEO. You get to decide who you work with. Like, you literally get to take that opportunity to decide who you want to work with. Yeah. And then Michelle said she does the same thing with Host to Post. And if you guys, Google confirmed it. And if you guys have somebody, because I know like tomorrow's going to be follow-up Friday. I will make sure that I throw my follow-up messages in my live video comment section tomorrow. So that way you guys, have the messages. It's the same 4 messages that I send. So let's just chat real quick about follow-up. Guys, if you're not following up, you're missing out on so much. Every single Friday, I sign a minimum of 2 people from follow-up. Okay, now remember, I have tons of conversations all week long, so you might not have those numbers at first, but if you are having conversations during the week and you are doing your follow-up every single Friday, you will have people who will sign up. And guys, it's not like I follow up one time. Okay, so let me just explain to you how I do follow up. I know that not everybody does it this way, but I know a lot of the girls have been telling me they started doing it this way and it's been super helpful. So tomorrow I'm going to scroll back to last Friday. And everybody that I talked to last Friday, and then I don't really talk to anybody on Saturdays, but sometimes there's a pending message from Saturday that I don't know, I didn't respond to right away or something, because I'm off on Saturdays. That's a whole nother subject that we'll talk about, but guys, you should take a day off. Okay. If you don't, take a day off. And so then I'll go to Sunday and who did I talk to on Sunday? And when I say who did I talk to, guys, if the conversation did not end with no, thank you, I don't want to do this, or yes, please sign me up, then I'm following up with them. I'm doing some form of follow-up with them. Even if I sent them pricing and they didn't respond, then I say, I send like a follow-up message that says, hey, I'm placing some orders for some people today. Didn't want you to think I forgot about you. Did you want to try this out? And like I said, this will be put in the comment section of the live video tomorrow. If I sent the initial message that we send, it like gives them some info and they didn't reply, then I say, hey girl, did you have any questions about the gummies? Like, it's super simple. You guys don't overcomplicate it. So then I go through each day, right? I follow up each day, look at all the messages that I need to like follow back up with. If they were supposed to post for me, do a host a post. And the last message that I can see exchanged between us was me giving them the post. And there's nothing from them saying that they posted it. Then I send them a message and I say, hey girl, were you able to get that post up? I want to make sure I get you entered into the giveaway. It's a really non-pushy way of asking them, will you please get that post up? Because they're like, oh, okay, cool. She wants to make sure I get into the giveaway. Let me go put that post up. Okay. So there's lots of different ways, but when I get through all of that, right, everything that I needed to follow up with in the last week, I follow up with tomorrow. So now next Friday, when it's follow up Friday again, and I scroll back to tomorrow, right? Like tomorrow's day, every person that I followed up with in the last week, all their conversations will be at Friday. So when I scroll back to last Friday, every single person that I need to follow up with, I'm not missing anybody because I'm making sure that everybody, I send some sort of message to them on Friday that puts them on that Friday. So when I scroll back to Friday, everybody that I need to follow up with is in there. So Friday, it takes me a long time to get through Friday. And guys, if I followed up with them, I had somebody last week, I had followed up with her 8 times. Okay. No responses from her. I sent every message that you guys will see me put in the comment section like twice. Okay. I sent her a lot of messages. And finally last week, she was like, yes, I'm ready. And I was like, what? I thought this was going to be one of those where like, I just keep sending a message every week for the next 5 years, you know, and eventually she gets tired of it and blocks me. And some of them did respond and say, no, thank you, that maybe I had followed up with 6, 7, 8 times. They did respond and say, I just don't think I'm ready to do this, or I don't think I'm interested anymore. Every single person that told me no, thank you, I sent a message that said, no worries, I understand. Would you want to put a post up on your wall for me to see if any of your friends would be interested? I can enter you into my $1,350 giveaway. You best believe that I asked every single one of them to post for me. Not everyone did, but a couple of them said, okay, sure. So if you're not going to purchase, I'm going to ask you to post for me. I'm going to get something out of this and I'm going to grow my network. So if you guys aren't doing follow-up, you have to make sure you're doing follow-up. Please start it tomorrow. And if tomorrow is your first time doing follow-up, for right now, you guys just scroll back to May 1st and follow up with everybody from May 1st until the 14th. That'll give you plenty of people to follow up with. Codes, I don't know what the heck is going on with codes. I feel like someone told, mine expires tonight. Mine says May 14th, which means it expires at 11:59 p.m. Central Time tonight. So if you guys have been using my code, it's not going to be good after tonight. Okay. I think we have somebody on the team. I can't remember now because I was in a ton of messengers today, but I believe somebody said that they have one that expires tomorrow. So I will find that person, get that code, and I'll get that out to you guys to make sure that you have access to that, to enroll somebody for $39 tomorrow. After that, we don't have access to any codes at this point. I have a couple girls that are in a chat with me that are sidelines that are like, have nothing to do with our organization, that they said theirs is the 31st. So I'm going to see if I can ask one of them to give me their code. Actually, now that I think about it, I think someone screenshot it and sent it. So I might be able to just go grab her code and we can use her code. I'll ask her first, but I'm working on trying to get, I don't know why some say the 31st, why some say the 14th, why some say the 15th. I'm thinking it has something to do with when you purchased your Plus Pass. But I'm not 100% sure. But for right now, you guys work tonight as if this is the last night for $39 codes. And I'm going to be working on trying to get you guys another code that will work for longer. But for right now, we have no guarantees after tonight. So please make sure that you guys are, doing all your follow-up tonight on your potential distributors. And then I would be keeping an eye on Mark's, our CEO, keep an eye on his Facebook page, because they definitely have hinted at that there's more coming for this month. I do know, now guys, all that I know, I will tell you everything that I know. I know that we have a new product coming out this month. I have no idea what it is. I have no idea what line it's in. All I know is that it's a new product. And the girl that knows what it is, they had to sign a non-disclosure agreement saying that they wouldn't tell more than whatever they're allowed to say. All she would say is it's about to completely change your business. If you thought gummies blew your business up, this is going to do 10 times that, which I can't even fathom what the heck this is if it's going to do that. So keep an eye on Mark's page. I have no idea when they're going to announce it. The girl had no idea when they were going to be announcing it. They just said this month. So I'm praying it sooner rather than later so that we have more time to run with it for this month. But that's just keep an eye on his page. He was talking about getting people in the pipeline. So it sounds like there's more things coming. And so in order to be in the know and to be one of the first to know, just make sure that you're following him on Facebook, because that's where it's going to be announced. Outside of that, guys, that's all I have for you tonight. I really just wanted to encourage you guys, if you're feeling, frustrated or a little bit discouraged, you need to, I'm gonna go red for 0.2 seconds on you guys. You guys need to put on your big girl panties and you need to get over those feelings of discomfort, because that's when you promote, that's when you grow. When you get outside that comfort zone is when you really start to see massive changes in your business. And I know that it's way easier said than done. But listen, guys, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I'm just going to tell you anyways. There was a time when I would have to take a tequila shot before I sent out messages, because I was a little more woo, all right, let's do this. I was a little better about doing it. Now, granted, I wasn't doing that every night, but I'm just saying, Sean would laugh at me because I would be babe, I want to send messages and I'm just going to take this one tequila shot. It's going to be so much easier. Okay. I'm not an alcoholic, guys. I'm not encouraging you to go be one, but I'm just saying sometimes you got to do something a little bit different to get a little more comfortable with it. So, real quick, guys, can we turn on cameras if you're able to? I want to do a really fast boomerang. I'll send it to the team chat so you guys get a hold of it. But let's do a boomerang so we can put that on our story, because those are always fun. Okay. All right. So it's best if you have your camera on and then do some kind of motion, smile and wave, or pump your hands up in the air. I have to watch it because I end up shaking the camera and I don't want to do that. So, all right. Are you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me make sure okay, cute. I'll send that to team chat for you guys. All right, that's all I have, guys. So have an amazing night. I'll get this uploaded